I'd like to give a standing ovation to the most ride or die, loyal ass bottom bitches, the true trap queens of American history, white women. Because they came through for their male voters. Now, the Democrats spent $70 million on Texas alone. I don't even want to know how much money they spent on Georgia or Florida, but the results still stay the same. Beto O'Rourke, Stacey Abrams, and Andrew Gillum all lost. The white woman doesn't care about the vulnerabilities of migrants and Muslims. They care about consolidating white wealth. And they know that the white family is beset upon on all sides by a brown coalition labor force, an international labor force, automation, and feminism at home. But they did not lose their minds like the white guys did. They did not become MAGA bombers or MAGA shooters. They straight up stayed calm and they voted Republican. Beautiful. I want to bring to y'all attention a new paradigm. It's called vulnerability politics. And it stems from the fact that in 2016, Hillary Clinton ignored the vulnerability of white male voters in the Rust Belt and in the rural South, instead favoring young voters and the brown coalition of President Obama. End result of that is Donald Trump was able to swoop in the Rust Belt and out-edge her by 80,000 votes. Hillary could have personally shook the hands of all the 80,000 people who didn't vote for her in Minnesota and Pittsburgh and all that. But she didn't. Vulnerability politics. Giving someone time to talk about healthcare. Giving someone time about drug dependency and all the problems that they're going through. Recognizing the vulnerability of the American voter, even if that voter is white. Fast forward to 2018 and the Democrats learned their election by nominating dudes like Andrew Gillum and Beto O'Rourke, who are skilled speakers, because that is how the Democrats are going to win the election, recognizing the vulnerability of all voters. White women don't give a fuck about their vulnerability, though. That's another issue. What's happening right now is that the Democrats have won the Congress and the Republicans have won the Senate. Matter of fact, the Republicans were able to pick up 2 seats in the Senate for kicking out any Democrat who didn't vote for John Kavanaugh, who was in a red state. Once again, the white power structure asserting its strength. But here's the problem. The Democrats aren't going to be able to prosecute Donald Trump. They're only going to pester him with petty investigations of his Russia ties, which is a frivolous lawsuit at best. But there is our new breed of vulnerable people coming into the borders. They're mostly Christian and they're Honduran, hardworking people. And that is what Donald Trump needs to worry about, because the Democratic Party have every intention of accommodating these migrants. The Democratic Party have every intention of turning the vulnerable Venezuelans or Hondurans or whoever is coming across that border to turn them into a wedge issue. Because if Donald Trump continues to play the role as an unyielding tyrant, it's going to drive a wedge between him and Christian voters. Evangelical voters will not let Christians sleep in the rain at the borders of Texas. This could be a very troublesome issue for Trump 2020. And it's going to be a very troublesome issue for African Americans, because these people are going to get migrant status and they're going to be placed in our neighborhoods, given jobs, housing subsidies, food, and a bunch of benefits that we are not allowed to get ourselves. All of this is a tacit admission that America is, one, losing its position as an economic powerhouse for exclusively white men. 2, white women are loyal soldiers to the continued prosperity of the white family. And 3, it'd be nice if African American people knew how much peril we are in, because we're at the cusp of this multicultural experiment that's going to ultimately disenfranchise us. So, salute to the white queen. You protected your men. You don't care about vulnerability politics when it's other people. You're consolidating your white wealth.